How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? Happy New Year's to you. I ain't seen y'all since last year, long time ago. But Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Hope everybody is well, blessed as I know I am. Hope everything's doing good with you guys. I'm in this thing for a late night one because I am behind, people. I'm behind. I got freaking products piled up, the yin yang, and I got to get them out. So I'm behind. I've been trying to work on the house. So I gotta do some updates on that as well. But I gotta go ahead and get in the flow of things. I don't want to do this thing like I did last year. So this year I want to do something different, starting with this video. I'm gonna make sure I put out nothing less than 3 to 4 videos a week. That's pretty good. About 3 or 4. That's pretty good. Ain't bad. Yeah, but that's what I want to start doing because I'm not putting out enough content. Most of the content is like 6 days apart, 10 days apart, 13 days apart. So don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this thing different. And even when I'm not doing a review on products, I have other stuff that I need to talk to you guys about as well. So we're gonna be doing more of that. We're gonna start getting into lives, people with anybody. So well, I'm beginning to lives. I have not been doing lives just at all because sometimes people say ridiculous stuff, and you got to spend all your time trying to filter what somebody's saying or deleting what they're saying and all that. But if I just video it, I don't have to worry about that because nobody's saying anything. But I need to get out of that. I need to get out of that and get into doing something different, and I just have to deal with that. Just foolishness will just be deleted. That's all I can say. So hopefully it's some good questioning. Please don't ask me nothing dumb. So hopefully it's some good questions about whatever that I can actually answer. Some people ask you stuff that you shouldn't even ask. Some stuff that they should already not even already know, but just they can just look it up on Google. I mean, really. But if it's something you don't know, again, I am here to help with realistic questions. Not What's a dumb question? I mean, never mind. There's so many of them. I just skip that altogether. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm well. Happy New Year's to you. God has been good to me. I want to first and foremost say that has been good to me, and I thank Him for another year, and for family and friends. I thank Him. So, yeah, there's some other stuff I want to say, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get kicked off. This is a product review. This product was actually sent to me by a subscriber. So I am about to get this kicked off and try to explain it to the best of my ability for this subscriber so they would understand it and understand how to use it and what not to do. So hopefully it helps some other friends or family or whatever that may be, or that with this review as well. So I'm gonna do my best I can on this review. So I'm trying to also something else I'll be doing this year. I told you I won't be doing no editing, but I am. I'm gonna do it because I just sometimes you just need to edit. You know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is. So I'm gonna be trying to beef that up and get some better looking video if I can. So I'm gonna work on all this stuff. This year is just gonna be different. It's gonna be different. I'm gonna put it out there. You're gonna see my adventures going with what I'm doing with the house and for after that, then I'm going from there to looking for a homestead. So that'll be the second thing that I'll be doing, which I feel like I'm way behind. But God does everything in decency and in order. So we're gonna get that done. But when I kind of explain to you guys where I'm getting, where I'm looking, and the different places I'm looking at, and how some of it works that I know. I don't know all about it. I know what I know. I know enough to find what I need to find. But you know what I mean? You might be able to help me. Might be able to give me some advice. And I can do the same for you as well from what I know. Okay? So let's get up on this. This is a product review. And I am excited about this one. You hear me? Excited. Cooking in the dark. No, not cooking in the dark with no electricity. I introduced to you guys the iñstafire. And we finna get this review popping. Still got this bad boy boxed up. I popped it, of course. I had to do that because I needed to go ahead and look through the unit and make sure everything was good, everything was in it, make sure I know how to work it once again, make sure I know how to work it before I try to tell you guys something. I've seen people do reviews on things before and they bring it straight out the box and do a review. I don't have a lot against it, but I think you might want to go through it first, and then you can actually be more informative to whoever you're trying to be informative to by doing that. So, saying that anyway, to get this busting. This is the Instafire oven. And again, I have this issue with this light glaring on what I'm doing. So I'm going to turn it away for just a second, give you regular natural light. As you can see, this is the Instafire compact oven. And what I also noticed, guys, is that I don't know why I show y'all this writing because it's backwards on the camera. I just realized that from my other video from the Vesta cooker and heater for the house that I just did 7 or 8 days ago. See, that's what I mean. It's taking too long to do these videos, so it's gonna be a lot of them popping. Instruction manual. Always read this instruction manual, although it's one page. So if you can't read this one page, I don't know what to tell you. But pretty much everything you need to know is on this one page all the way through. So outdoors and indoor use. This is what's awesome about this thing. Outdoors and indoor use. So let's get it unpacked here. Again, they got great packing. I mean, usually I don't be caring about that, but they got this thing form fitted to fit right on top of the unit. So the unit is not moving around in the box at all. So they did an awesome job with that. Awesome job. So they did a good job with this. Yeah, they packed it good. Okay. Trying to see if I'm probably gonna try to set the whole unit I'm gonna set it on the ground or on top of this. Just trying to see what's best for this camera. I gotta get it out of there. Well, I like it up here so far. Up higher and back it off a little bit. Trying to make sure I got close up so you guys can see what's happening here with this unit. Now, yeah, I can move this camera just a hair. There we go. This is the iñstafire oven. Okay. You can see here it has your temperature gauge here. That's a nice large temperature gauge. So you can, if you can't see that temperature gauge, I'm sorry for you. That's a nice size temperature gauge you can see. Then here is the actual oven part. You open, you can see that opens and it closes and snaps into place. Does a good job of that. Here, click and snap right in place. All right, on the inside, we still got here what we have. It's also an extra tray. Got a tray on the inside here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart. Take this back off. Believe me, I had to do all this for the video. Put this stuff back. Take it out, put it back. Extra tray there. And you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but on the inside of the oven, you can see the thermometer here gets attached to this. So you see what to let you know what the temperature is on the actual temperature gauge. So let's flip it back over. This is the bottom tray here. Drop that back in place just like that. Okay, now let's close this for a second. That's pretty spacious though. That's pretty spacious. You can get you actually take a whole chicken and break them down a little bit. You can put the whole chicken in there and cook them. Like it. Close that up. Right here in this side, this is the chamber. The iñstafire ember. Okay, this is the actual chamber here, and this chamber it opens up right here. If you can see, you turn this. You see that turn? This is the to monitor the access of how much air that's gonna go in and out of this unit, how much air you feeding in and out of the unit. Okay, but I'm gonna get back to that in a minute because that's another whole monster. Now this is the actual pull-out tray for it right here. Okay, so let me put it up. You see, there's a whole tray for this door and everything attached to it. All right, now what goes in these trays? I use the 6-hour canned heat. That's what I use. I don't use the 2-hour or whatever. I could, but with this oven, this is not like an open flame where you're cooking on an open flame. This is an oven, and it's got to heat up the oven to whatever temperature and cook whatever you're baking inside the oven. So therefore, if you're gonna excuse me, so therefore, if you're gonna, my opinion is to use the 6-hour canned heat because what if it takes you 2 hours to cook what you're trying to cook? First of all, it's gonna take it takes time for it to heat up to that temperature. First of all, you gotta look at that. Then once you get up to that temperature, then you gotta you either have your food already in it or put your food in when it gets to the temperature. It's up to you how you want to do that. But say it takes you 2 or 3 hours to cook what you're gonna cook, to bake it, whatever you're gonna cook, whatever you're gonna bake. A 2-hour can is not gonna get it. A 4-hour can to get it, but you gotta think that into your fourth hour, you're going down to the last hour, you're probably gonna be losing heat. You're gonna be losing some of your heat, the power that it has, or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm thinking. Because I think I kind of ran into that because I've ran one of these 6-hour cans all the way, and when you get ready to get down to that last hour, you kind of lose a little bit. It dies down a little bit, so you may lose a little strength there. So 6 hours, awesome to use when you're getting ready to do your baking. This particular unit takes 2 cans. It's not like the Instafire, the Vesta is not like the Vesta. The Vesta takes 3 because it open cooks and as well as being a heater. So this takes 2 cans. We're gonna rock this. It goes right in here. Put both cans in here, and you light your cans, and you put your cans in the oven. Back into the the chamber. Okay, now let's see what we got wrong. Something's in the way here. Just give me 1 sec. Let me just come around the other side so I can see what's going on here. Okay, I see it. There's a thing here. It's an adjuster on the side, which I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you that as well in a minute. But you put this in, close this up, and just let that heat up. So 2 cans, 6 hours. Put them in this chamber. You can close this up. Let's see. Yeah, you can just close that. The reason being for that is you don't have to try to do any air ratio with this. It's canned heat, and it's just going to heat the oven from there. So you don't have to worry about trying to do that because it's going to suck in air right here anyway. Mm-hmm. One second. Let's see. Okay. Well, actually, not here. The air is going to suck in through the back of the unit. I'm about to show you. If you turn around, air does come through there. It's sucking in air through there. It's not a lot, but you can open this in the front and get air. I think it's gonna get enough air as is anyway. Let me show you. Let me flip it back around. Let me show you. So you can open this. See? Can you see it? Sorry, guys. Trying to do the best I can on this. See? You see that opens and closes. So this will allow air in, so you don't have to worry about your flame or whatever dying down. It'll allow in plenty of air right there. Also, it'll do it. It will allow you air in the front on the chamber here as well. I think I would probably just open the back up. No, yeah, you could open. It doesn't matter. You can open the front or the back, and to get air to it because you ain't got no oxygen going to it. The flame gonna die. And on the side, this is the knob that I was turning. I was trying to show you guys, but I'm going to show you what that's all about. It has nothing to do with what I already have in it, which is the canned heat. I'm going to show you what that's all about in just a second. All right, now I want to explain something to you guys as well. Let's take these out for a minute. Now I have a snuffer from the original Vesta, iñstafire Vesta. I have, and this is the iñstafire Ember. Let's be very clear. iñstafire Ember oven. The other one is the iñstafire Vesta. That is like an open flame, or you can cook over top of it, and it's a heater. 2 different things. Okay. Now these cans, when you cooking on these cans, when you use these cans inside to cook, this is the thing I want you to know. When you go to put these out, I use the snuffer from my other one because I already had one out. So I use the snuffer from the other one instead. Of course, I have to show you my back up for a second. You got this piece right here. For safety purposes, opening, keep you from getting burnt. That's what it's for. So give me 1 second. See, this is the snuffer for this one. So you can just kill both of them at the same time. Snuff them both out at the same time. Now I have a snuffer from my other one that I use, so I haven't used this one. So it's one time. It's wider base, and I just do one at a time. But you don't have to. You can use this one. This is the correct one that goes with this unit, where you can just snuff both of them out at the same time when you pull the tray out. Okay. Give me 1 second. Something else I forgot to show you guys. I kind of got in front of myself, ahead of myself. So I'm gonna come around here so I can show you guys what I missed. When you pull this out, tray, you put your cans in the tray. Cans in the tray. Then you come here and you see this top. All this comes with it. Okay. See? This goes on top. So let's go ahead and do it the way it really goes. So you'll know I apologize. My apologies. And it's gonna fit and it's gonna make it's uniform this way. If you do it like this. That's the best way to do it. Or that's the way it's supposed to be done, like this. Alright. And now you'll understand better what I'm talking about. I'm gonna use the correct stuff because I don't want you guys to be confused. So I'm gonna use the correct things. So this is the correct snuffer that goes with this unit. You put this together in the tray, you put this on top, okay? Then you'll understand now if it's on fire, just like that. You snuff them out. It fits perfectly across that way. Also, if you like, use it for this as well to remove this, because this thing gonna be hot. And you can put it back. I don't want to miss nothing because I don't want you guys to be confused. Okay. And it's got it on both sides. So if you're on this side, you can grab it. If you're on that side, you still can do it because it has slots on both sides. One there, one there. You still can grab it. Okay. Now that we got that portion done that I forgot to show you guys, I apologize again. Now, this is the next thing I want to talk to you about. When you put this out, I will go ahead and take this off. And I will go ahead and put these on top. Don't put them on tight, just enough for them to be on there. And the reason why I'm telling you to put these on, to put the tops on it, because the liquid inside of it that's burning will evaporate. If you don't put the top on it, the liquid will evaporate right out the can. You're like, oh, I had half a can. No, I don't. That's because it evaporated out. Because the cans are still, remember when you put that out, the fire's out, but the liquid is still hot. So you're going to end up evaporating yourself, the liquid completely out of there. Now, give me 1 sec here. I like that one too. There's an alternative. Seem to be an alternative cap, which I don't see the need for that one. I mean, you can snuff it out with that, but you can snuff it out with this, but I don't see the need when it's got snuffers already on it. It's just something extra added. I don't see the point. All right, let's get to And that is the indoor portion of this oven, using it indoors. Yes, it will get up to temperature. It might take 30 minutes or less to get up to the temperature. Like I mean, about 300, somewhere in that neighborhood, about 300. Then it's gonna eventually it's gonna get hotter and hotter. It'll go up a little bit higher. There's no way to just control the temperature. You gotta watch your stuff. There's no way to say, oh, we're just gonna turn it down to 200. No, you can't do that. It don't work that way. Okay, so this is also a ash tray. Now we're getting into the outdoor portion of this oven, and I'm going to show you. Now, like we have this, I'm going to show you what we use this for. Now, up here, this is the oven for the ashtray. Now, I'm going to show you inside the unit, and I'm going to show you, this is the knob on the side that I was telling you about. You see, great ready position, push in, rotate counterclockwise to empty ashes. You see that, right? And this again is the air intake. Now, you're going to take this unit, you put this back in. Now, first of all, let me show you on the inside. You see that? You see that, right? How that goes in there. That grate is up. This is the, right here. This right here, this position is the grate ready position. Right here. And you'll see inside, it's flat. It's all the way up here. It's all the way flat. This is the grate ready position, just like this. The other way is to dump ashes. And you see in there? Flat. You put this back in the unit. At this point, we are using this for outdoors. Open this up so it can breathe, so it can get air. In here, you're going to open this side. Right here. And you're going to put your wood down in here. This is where your wood goes. If you want to use your little bit of accelerant, maybe I would like put a little alcohol on the tip of one of the pieces of wood, or just get you a little fire starter. They make the pieces of wood that are fire starters. They already ready to ignite. You can add that in with your wood, light it, and you can continue putting fuel in here. And this thing will get hot, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, it will get up there. The temperature will get up. So you can navigate how much fuel you're putting in there, which is wood. That's the fuel that I'm talking about that you put inside of here. If you're at a good temperature where you want to be, back off of putting more fuel in it until you see it trying to drop. Then you add more. This is for outdoor use only. When you're doing the wood, when you are doing the wood, it's for outdoor use only. Don't you put this in your living room and put wood in it and say, oh, my house got smoked out. Mrs. Survivor, you didn't tell me. Yes, I did. Don't do that. That's when common sense kick in. You understand? So, no, don't do that. When you put wood in here and you use it, that's going to be for outdoors only. You feed your wood here. It's got a breather on the back, breather on the front. How much air you want this thing to get. The more air you give, the more flame is going to be coming from this wood. You can shut that down. Once your wood burns down in there, or your wood is already in there and it fits, just close it down. Let it start heating up, cooking. Pop open your oven. Put your naked bones in here. Your cot, whatever you're going to put in here. Fried pterodactyl legs, whatever you want to put in here. You put it in there. Let it cook for however long it needs to cook. Pull it out. Serve. That's it. This unit does get hot on the top. It says caution on it. So be careful with touching it while it's cooking or heating up. So be very careful with that. You don't want to get burnt. All right. Turn the unit around the back side so you guys can get a breath of that. Again, you'll see it. This is your open vent. You see it. I can see it in the camera myself, so I know you see it. Air vents are open and closed there. I'm trying to tell you everything about this unit that I know about. So this is a nice unit. This thing weighs, it feels like it weighs somewhere around about 10 to 15 pounds, I would say. Let's see. Well, let me see on the box and see. See if it say how much it weighs on the box. Just hold on. No. Nope. Don't see it yet. Oh yeah, by the way, you also can use charcoals if you want. You can heat you some charcoals up. You don't have to worry about the ash and all that right there. You can heat some coke. Well, we're still gonna be ashes, but you can heat your charcoals up and set them in here. Set them in here on the grate and let them burn. Yep, you can heat them up and set them in there. You can set them in there or down here. It don't matter. You can put them in the tray and set them and light them up, get them ready to go. Or you can set them in here on the tray up higher and do it. Me personally, I think I would just set them inside of here and light them and get them going. So you can use sticks, twigs, you can use charcoal, and you only need probably about 4 or 5 charcoals. That's it. That 4 or 5 charcoals will generate so much heat is ridiculous. So that's all you would need. Now, I like the finish. This is a nice finish. It's black. The shape, I like the nice shape design of it. I actually seen the prototype of this, uh, the prototype of it before they actually made the actual piece to it. I like the way they did the little upgrades to it. I like the wood grain, and it's not cheaply made. Let me tell you, it's a nice sturdy oven. It's a nice sturdy oven. I mean, I think the door is nice and weighty, and it snaps into place. It's not a cheap feel or whatever. It closes and closes all the way. Okay, nice little wood grain finish. Uh, I mean, I don't know nothing bad or any cons that I would have with the unit. The only cons I know that some people may have this unit is because they're impatient, and I mean, and with impatient people, nothing is going to be right because they want to rush everything. This is a fast food society we're dealing with, so it's everybody want everything to be so quick and so fast. And I mean, why? I mean, what you rushing for? Where you going? You ain't got nothing to do. Sit down. So this is the InstaFire Amber oven. Use twigs. You can use twigs on this thing, wood. You can use charcoal in this thing, and you can use the canned heat in this unit. Now, I'm going to be frank. I am not going to put wood or charcoal in this unit. I'm going to use the canned heat. The only way I would do that if I get another one from somewhere. If I end up with a second one, then yeah, I would do that. And my reason being for that was because I wanted to stay clean just like that because I want to use this indoors if something was to happen or the lights are out or whatever the case or bad weather. I can use it indoors. I don't have to deal with the machine being nasty from ashes everywhere and coals, and I don't do that. So I want to keep it nice and clean the way it is because the canned heat is only going to put out just the heat, you understand? So that's something that I'd rather do to keep the unit clean, intact, and looking nice. But I wouldn't mind having a second one. And the second one I will use outdoors, like if I want to go camping or go to the park and cook at the park. Now that would be a real showpiece for you right there. If you go to the park and you say, "Hey, everybody barbecuing," and you over there got a whole oven outside baking chicken outside at the camp, they be like, "Is that a oven you got?" Yes, and it'll be a perfect time for you to start spreading your knowledge about being a prepper and things that they should do to be prepared for whatever may come their way. You don't know what that. Well, that's a lie. You know what a lot of the things are already. You know what I mean? You already know because it's happening daily, every day, so you already know. But the stuff that's out of your foreseen, you can't worry about that. Just see what you see, prep and pray, and do what you got to do for what you see. Like what I see right now, and what they're telling us already, get your oven. But if you want to, like, okay, I'm gonna be better with that. Oh, before I do that, I forgot to tell you what this was for. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is for when you put the twigs. Let me show you real quick, then we'll get back to what we're talking about. When you put the twigs in here or whatever, you got ashes or whatever, little poker. But that's what I'm using it for. So it's little poker, whatever. Move it around. Like you got your sticks like the barbecue grill. You got that stuff like that. Then it's got ashes piled up on it. Instead of turning it and throwing all the wood down in the ashtray, you can just move it around yourself and get the ash off and let the ash drop down in the bottom. So that would be that. So, they don't want that. Wait a minute. 1 second, people. Let me get this together. Yeah, my camera trying to leave me hanging. You feel me? Okay, so like I was saying, you can be ready for whatever may comes your way. You know what I mean? For what you are seeing now, because they are telling us what they're going to do, and they are doing it, implementing it. So if you just listen and to what's going on, listen to your local news and all that, and listen to the stuff that ain't on the news, why that ain't on there. But like I say, they telling us a lot of stuff now, and we need to be aware of what's being told to you and take heed, and go ahead and prepare yourself for what that is. Now, if you want to live comfortable like you living right now, you need to be getting ready right now and prepping right now to make sure you can do that. If you make it a everyday lifestyle, then whenever the poop hit the boot, you don't miss a note. You still doing the same thing you were doing all the time because you make what you do a lifestyle. You won't have to be in the group of people at Walmart fighting over the last pack of AAA batteries. You see what I'm saying? Because you already prepared yourself. And that's like me. I do this on a daily. I'm always looking for something and always preparing myself on a daily basis. Just because the sun shine, that's what fools people. Because the sun shine, they think it's cool to just go ahead and do nothing. Or I'm just gonna shoot some dice on the corner. But I mean, really, come on, dude. If you got a nice day, that nice day is given to you by God. So then you go ahead, take advantage of that, and do what needs to be done to make sure you're straight. Stop waiting to the last minute to do things, and then you got to be in the crowd and you got to put yourself in danger, which it sucks because something happened to you. It's terrible because your family needs you, and you don't have to be out there in it if you go ahead and get yourself ready today. These things like that. If we can go buy $200 pairs of shoes, you can go get $150 oven. You can get a heater and a stove in one. And I know for a fact, because this room right here, yesterday it was quite some type of cold, down in the 30s degrees. And I put this heater in this room and I closed the door and I came back. I gave it about 45 minutes and I came back and it was just as warm in this room as it was where I was at. Matter of fact, it was actually warmer because that thing was putting out a number of heat. And it felt like the longer I burnt that can heat, the hotter it got because the whole cans, when that liquid heat up, oh, it's really pumping in. So it was pumping out heat. And I mean, like if I'm from here to this camera, I mean, I still can just feel the heat. I don't even have to put my hands. I can feel it coming out. So it does a awesome job. It will heat this room, but like I say, have you some type of little bit of have some ventilation. You know what I mean? You know, you got an old house. There's already ventilated anyway because there's holes and cracks, the air coming from everywhere. But then too, I'm just telling you some safety stuff. Get your fire alarm. Get your carbon dioxide detector. Carbon dioxide detector even before the fire alarm. Reason for that because that's gonna come before that comes. You're gonna get that before you even get the fire. So make sure you got safety measures put in place. You understand? Make sure you got some safety measures put in place. So again, this is the iñstafire Ember, and give a shout out to the subscriber that sent this to me. Thank you. I appreciate you sending this to me so I can do a review on it. Um, it's an awesome piece. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna get ready to let you guys go. I got plenty outside of the reviews that I got to talk to you about, but I do have some other reviews. I got stuff still in boxes I got to get out, but I got some more reviews that I got to do for you guys. And plus, I got some regular videos coming through that I need to talk to you guys about, get you guys back on track, get yourself together, stop playing, and get yourself together. Get yourself together. And if you one of the people that say, for what? Don't even worry about it. If you around me, just move further away as you can. Because you're going to be a problem. And I already see it. But if you sensible or you understand what I'm saying, stop playing. Go ahead and start getting yourself together. Okay? That's a lot more I want to say, but I ain't going to say it because I'm going to turn this review into something else. So I love you guys. Remember to prep. Remember to pray. Remember to stay vigilant. See what's going on in your surroundings. Pay attention. Listen to what these people saying because they ain't lying to you. They telling you the truth. Exactly what they're going to do. And then when it pop off, you looking crazy, they already told you. You just didn't care because the sun was shining. So again, I love you guys. Mississippi Survivor. I got to get out of here. Got some more stuff to do. Peace.